There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I have my, I was stupid, and I have my start stream and stop stream set to F12. So that was my derpiness right there. That was my derpiness. Anyways, what I was about to say is I've noticed that the my chat roll has filled up. So I apologize for that. No idea why that's why that just happened, but there you go. Nevertheless, go ahead and refresh here. Very curious actually to know how many people are actually watching the live stream, what you guys are thinking. Well, there's commercials? No, there's no commercials. The reason why there's commercials is because of the fact that Twitch likes to make money off of me.
I haven't slept more than a couple hours in years.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said, this is our office and our bunks. Maybe someday they'll get the barracks up and running.
No, I mean, I barely sleep at all.
Well, can't say I blame you. Not after the morning you had.
But you guys, can you go ahead and use the Twitch chat if you'd like to as well?
Wants you in his office.
Because I'm going to be reading both right now, because I do understand that the chat is full, so. Is the volume low now? We sleep in the office? What's with the radio? What does Falk want?
The old man say what he wanted with me?
Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything he doesn't think they need to know.
Alright, let me just switch this then. Let me go back.
I gotta go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
Seems low? Shouldn't be. I didn't change anything. I'm gonna take that up to 80, I guess. I should probably. Why don't I go ahead and put the subtitles on as well?
5.
Damn thing's doing it again.
November.
Carter, you hearing this?
Oh, here's my. Okay, here we go. So I was born November 4th, 1920 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to Beryl and Jeremiah Carter. Interesting. Education is BS engineering. I don't know what that means. A bachelor's in engineering, possibly. Or he's just got the BS engineering, which is very, very important. We've got Indiana University. Marital status, widowed. Family, Beryl Carter, nee Douglas. Mother deceased in 1952. Jeremiah Carter, father deceased in 1959. Julia Carter, nee Cashrew, wife deceased in 1959. His son, Richard Carter, deceased in 1959 as well. My goodness, this guy's had a hard life. Everybody in his family's completely dead. Professional record, William Carter joined the Army December 17th, 1941, which would put him at, what's that, 41? So 21. At the age of 21, he joined the military, leaving college to enlist shortly after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Very interesting. He saw action in the Pacific Theater and earned the rank of Master Sergeant with commendations for his service in the Burma campaign. His services ended in October 25th, 1945, so that would have put him at around 26 or so. 25, 26, somewhere in there. After which he returned to college on the GI Bill. Very interesting. I remember the GI Bill from way back in the day. Shortly after graduating, the CIA recruited Carter in 1948, so 3 years later after joining college by the looks of it, as a field operator. His quick thinking and bravery served him well, and he rose through the ranks, earning personal commendations from both Director Hoover, very interesting, and President Truman. He excelled at deep cover assignments, serving for weeks or months at a time, in Indochina and the USSR. In 1959, during a deep cover assignment in Laos, I think it's Laos, a fire at his family home in Arlington killed his father, his wife, and his son. Okay, so that's how his family died. However, due to the communications blackout of his missions, Carter did not learn of this tragedy until he returned in 1960. Wow, how would that feel? Oh, that'd be horrible. That would be horrible. Very, very interesting. He alternates between blaming himself and the agency for the tragedy. I don't know why he would blame himself, but I mean, it makes sense. This is as much of anything else led to his drinking problem. Ah, so there we go. So that's what everybody's been talking about more than likely, is that he's got a drinking problem. Let's just see here. Let's skim through this here. So in December 1960, William Carter was reassigned to domestic operations only. Continuing problems led to a further demotion to administrator duties. Oh man, that would be horrible. And that would happen in June of 1961. Then he gets something here, directors. Marin, this one is aggressive. So here, this is basically after them reading it, they're going to go ahead and this is their thoughts essentially. He's aggressive, temperamental, and defensive, but he gets the job done. Obviously, I do. I don't recommend him. I don't recommend him. He doesn't recommend him, but the Bureau is your department. If you insist on him, I don't recommend a long-term position. The man used to be a hero, but now he's busy destroying himself. It's probably because of the drinking problem. He's not useful for much anymore, except as an expendable asset. So they're going to throw me out there due to the fact that yeah, that's very interesting. That's from J. Edgar Hoover. So I'm wondering if this is the FBI that they're talking about. It's very interesting. Oh, I can actually listen to that. Oh, I can listen to a tune. That's kind of cool. So that is actually very interesting. Oh, who do we got up there? Who is that? Look, that looks like what president does that look like? I'm not even 100% sure on that one. But I'm actually gonna stand up, stretch. It's been another hour. I'm going to stretch out, all that other kind of good stuff. I encourage you guys to do the exact same thing. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, this portion here will more than likely be cut, but maybe it won't. If it is, it is. If not, I encourage you to do the same thing if you're watching this on YouTube as well. Obviously, for the people that are watching this on live streaming, on my live streaming site, which is streamingcanadian.com, eventually that site will be available. Links will be in the description itself. Stand up, stretch, do your thing, and I'll meet you guys back here in about 3 minutes. Go grab yourself a beverage, the whole 9 yards, and yeah, we'll go from there. And I want to know who this is. Who does this resemble you guys of? But it's very interesting. I want to touch base on what you said there, Red Eagle, about Jimmy Carter. I'm wondering if these guys are actually related. All right, let's just see what you guys said here in the actual chat itself. Let me, because I got to Alt Tab out just to take a look. Let me go ahead and see what you guys put here. Settings, okay, yeah, okay. Looks more like a newscaster, Concrete, or even more like Walter. Only difference is Jimmy Carter only made it as far as a lieutenant and served in the Korean War. So you guys are thinking that this is taking on the perspective of Jimmy Carter. That's very interesting. Very interesting, actually. And the dude on the TV looks like myself. Looks like the reporter from Family Guy. Interesting. Very much so. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got on the live stream's all good to go and all set up. So let's go ahead and get right back into it here. No sense in wasting time. Let's get right back into it. All right. Good deal. Welcome back, everybody, from your little break. And we are playing some of the Bureau. It's a very interesting game so far. We can go ahead and take a look at Mr. Nico what is this? Nico da Silva. Let's go ahead and read and see his profile. Nicholas Alexandra da Silva was born in 1924 in Baltimore. MD to Catherine and Sylvester da Silva. JD International Law, incomplete, so he didn't complete his law degree. New York University. He's divorced, very interesting. Looks like his parents have all died as well. So his father died in 1925. In 1940, his mother died. Elizabeth was his ex-wife, divorced in 1952, living now in Washington, D.C. His son, estranged, living in Washington, D.C. as well. So they must have got divorced and doesn't really know his son. That's Nicholas as well. Nicholas Jr. or Nico Jr. Laura Harper, which is illegitimate, living in New York. His professional record, which is going to be very interesting, joined the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. In August 12, 1947, advanced to the deputy sheriff within the high commendations for field work and began to pursue a career with the FBI. So this is obviously not the, or maybe this is the FBI. As a legal analyst, is what he did with the FBI. During his screening, the FBI discovered that Da Silva had not completed his JD degree, having dropped out of college due to financial concerns and falsified his credentials. Oh, that's not good. Deputy Silva lost his job on December 24th, 1951. Oh man, day before Christmas. Christmas Eve. That would have probably drove him to drink, that's for sure. Which quickly led to the collapse of his marriage. Aha, so there we go. However, the FBI was impressed by Da Silva's record with the MPD, as well as his exceptional skills, and on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day in 1952, they recruited him on the probationary basis for field work. He demonstrated exponential skills in the field and received a small degree of fame for the heroic single-handed arrest of the bank robber K.D. Carpenter. What does the K and the D stand for? I wonder if somebody could let me know what that is. On February 4th in 1955 is when that happened. Despite the acclaim, Agent Da Silva was repeatedly demoted back to probationary agent due to his various moral concerns about his activities when off duty. That happened in 1959 after an embarrassing arrest in New York City where he and a jazz singer assaulted an officer. Oh, that's not good. The FBI decided to move him out of visible work. At the director's Falk's request, Agent Nico Da Silva was reassigned to the work of the Bureau as the covert agent. Interesting. I wonder who's got the worst record there. I mean, I have a drinking problem. He has a moral problem, so that's very interesting. See if we can take a look at the, can't take a look at that, so we're not going to go there. I do want to listen to some music, however.
2. Message repeats. 2, 5.
Better make a
0.
note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
You probably
9,
ought to run that by
2.
Operator Chelsky across the hall.
Message repeats.
Might be important.
2, 5, 0. November 8, 9, 2.
Got some stuff up here. 5/6/1962. Got some other stuff on there. Requirement to look like some like battle plans of some kind. Read this note. 250 November 8th. 9/2. 250 November 8th. 9/2. Interesting. Let's see what he says here. See if there's anything
What
else
is it,
here.
Will?
We sleep in the offices?
Well, I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me, seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Well, ain't you fancy?
A fancy boy. A fancy boy. Talk to you later.
See what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
It's gonna be a very. This is an interesting game. I am loving this game. It's an unbelievable game so far, anyways. All right, what do we got down here? Can I
head
head?
over to the armory?
I wasn't told about any deliveries.
In case you haven't noticed, things are a little hectic around here right now. There's a war on.
Sorry, Doc, but we're gonna have to hold you here while we check this with Central.
Central? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's right. I forgot. None of you people can think for yourselves.
Watch yourself, Doc. Lighthouse.
Maybe.
Point 1.
Go for Lighthouse.
Hey, I got one of the white coats here with a hazmat delivery for the QM. Says he had it scheduled, but I don't have any transfers on my dock.
Stand by. I'll check the logs. I really don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. Every moment is vital to our success.
Sorry, Doc. We got orders.
Interesting. In the comment section, they're saying MI6 agents. Very good possibility, actually. All right, this is pretty interesting. Like the servers nowadays, I mean, they don't look like this. But this is very interesting that this is probably what the servers probably looked like their computer systems and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, it was like, it's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here's a note. Let's read it. Interception transmission, Fort Dietrich, MD. Sir, enemy has overrun our unaudible. Okay. Casualties are high and we are having trouble mounting a counterattack. Coughing. Inaudible. The enemy was able to infiltrate and release our stories of yeah, and then we've got some background noise. Okay. Never had a chance. All staffs executed too, and then it was obviously ran into some static. It's very interesting. Okay, I'll come back and talk to you in a second. Just want to see if there's anything else down here that I can actually get myself into. Doesn't look like it. You guys gonna say anything? This looks like a NASA kind of a place. Like a NASA sector or NASA quarters or something. And this very well could have been. I mean, this is kind of like the bunkers from way back in the day. I'm still thinking it's kind of like Area 51 or something. So there's communications, and then this will be De Silva, Chief Field Agent. So we're both at the same level actually. So that's interesting. Yeah, it could be the war room. Yeah, that's true.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Makes sense.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
Impressive. Assuming we win. Oh, I'm gonna be positive here. I'll just say
I'll
impressive.
try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
What's the public mood?
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line. You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that. Just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
I heard a strange signal. Yeah, we'll talk about that one in a second. That'll probably be when I type in that code or
Isn't
something.
the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes, most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
Makes sense. Alright, well I heard a strange sound signal.
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First set the range to...
Oh crap. 500? Well, what was the number? You guys remember? I don't remember now. 250? I think it was 250. I remember 25 something. Ah! Alright, let's try 250.
Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
Oh man. Not November, so north.
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
892. 892, yeah, there it is. November 892.
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure
Nice,
they stop
I got it.
broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
So we got that. That was actually pretty decent.
Yes, sir?
Alright, we'll just go back.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job.
Surprised I didn't get an achievement for that. Come on, that was worth an achievement. I mean, especially for me. At least it should be a special achievement for me, because I'm horrible when it comes to games. So I should get a special achievement for that. Alright, well, let's just listen to this again. Got the music going. Alright, speak to them.
What is it, Will?
Nothing.
I better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
Gotta go see the old man. Nothing. Alright. Guess I gotta go this way? Aha! Upstairs. Alright, well, let's venture upstairs and see what we got here.
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... his file paints a different picture.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna come talk to you in a second. But I want to take a look at the Chief Reconnaissance Operative, which is Angela Weaver. I don't think I'm supposed to be in her office. She could probably kill me, but I'm gonna be in here anyways. I'm just gonna look around. She probably won't have any problems.
Okay, agents, let's begin. We going on another wild goose chase, Director? Not this time, agents. Because I brought in an expert agent who I expect to turn the tide. Allow me to introduce your new senior agent, Miss Angela Weaver. Agent Weaver, please begin.
Good evening, agents. Now, we have reason to believe our target is...
Is this some kind of joke?
I assure you, I do not joke about potential infiltrate...
Come on, miss. Get back to reception and leave the real work to us, okay? Agent Percy, watch your tone.
Director,
Well, Strike is back in the 60s. I'm thinking that the females, when it was in the war, the females were due to, they were receptionists.
If I may continue...
Listen up, Agent Percy. Maybe you'll learn how to do your job. Yes, sir.
Now, We have reason to believe an infiltrator has compromised military command.
Yeah, the 60s were... yeah, it's true. Actually, men were extremely sexist back in the 60s. Completely. The females were meant to be in the kitchen, apparently, and they were also supposed to be receptionists, as you can see here. See that female right there? She's a receptionist. And that's Jimmy Carter right there, actually. So I don't think I'm supposed to be portraying Jimmy Carter. Although... yeah, I guess I kind of do look like Jimmy Carter. Yes, is there a problem there? Yes. Yes, because you are standing in the kitchen. What are you doing, making a sandwich? Yeah, see that? That's the way it is. Alright, let's go ahead and read this up. Security installation almost complete. Director Falk. The closed-circuit security systems have been installed in several of the facility main